Welcome to day 342 of our BU 365-day challenge. Do one thing every day that improves us. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. And our questions today, we're doing 2 questions a day for the month of December. Our superhero time, I call it. One has to do with time and one has to do with superheroes. So the first question is time a human-made construct? Is time made up by humans? And the second question for today is, which superhero would improve the world the most if superheroes were real? So I found a new tool yesterday, and maybe people have heard of it, but I hadn't until yesterday, called ChatGPT. And it's actually an artificial intelligence, an AI that does research, and they're claiming it's going to replace Google because people are just going to ask their question to get the answer. They're not going to have to do any search or anything. I don't believe that, just like I don't believe any one tool is the be-all and end-all for the rest of the world, for the rest of all time. Things change all the time. But I really liked using the tool in terms of researching both of these questions, and then my every day I do a video for my Supersize Your Business group, and I share an idiom, and this year I've had it relate to this particular challenge. So I take the topic that we're talking about in the challenge and I find an idiom that goes along with that. So today I did time flies, and I used that tool to come up with, well, how does that relate to business? And I asked different questions. So I personally thought it was awesome, and it was really helpful, and it got my research done really, really quickly. Now you have to, like Google and anything else, think for yourself and take the information with a grain of salt. But I thought it was really interesting when I asked our questions today to the artificial intelligence robot that scours the internet for us. And this is what it came up with. As far as the superhero question goes, it said it's impossible to determine which superhero would improve the world the most if they were real, as it depends on the specific abilities and characteristics of the hero in question, the specific challenges and the needs of the world at a particular time. So I asked if in tough economic times and corrupt leadership, which superhero would be best? And again, it gave me that it would be impossible to determine, but someone with the ability to detect and expose corruption as well as manipulate financial markets, a superhero that could do that would be the most, would help improve the world the most. So I thought that was interesting that it came up with an answer. And when it came to time, and I thought this was interesting too, because I always kind of believed that time was something that we just made up to help us deal with different situations and track history and things like that. But here's what the AI ChatGPT had to say about it. Time is not a human-made construct. Time is a fundamental aspect of the universe that exists independently of human perception and measurement. Humans have developed various systems and units to measure and track time, but time itself is not a human invention. And I guess I have to agree with that too. We didn't invent time that it goes by. We just found ways to track and measure it. And that made a lot of sense to me. So I don't know if the AI is right or not and if that's accurate, but I believe it, so I'm going to go along with it. So today, those are our 2 questions. Weigh in on them. Think about them. Do you agree or disagree with the AI? Do you think that we've just made up time? I mean, you kind of think, I used to kind of think, well, we made up daylight savings time, so maybe we made up the whole concept of time. But I think time is part of the universe, like the AI purports, and it just is. We found ways to measure it so we can keep track of it, so we can count how old we are, so we can have a calendar, so we can communicate with one another better. And the superhero thing, I would love to know which superhero you think we need most right now. I'm going to go with Superman. I think Superman could help us out a lot. All right, have a great day. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I will be see you tomorrow for Q9, 2 more questions to think about as you prepare for the holidays and we finish off the year strong. Have an awesome day, and I'll be with you tomorrow.